we are playing some more Jurassic World. I hope everybody enjoys this. So let's get into it. So we were in California. California. And I think we were dealing with the, I think we were doing Metricanthrosaurus and Allosaurus. If I'm remembering this correctly. Let's see. Yes, Metricanthrosaurus and Allosaurus. So we need to get our rating up a couple more. We need to get it at 3,300. So we need to build another pen. Oh, wrong buttons. I'm hitting wrong buttons. We need to build another pen so we can get some more dinosaurs in. So let's go ahead and do that. I hope everybody's having a great day today. I know I am. And let us build. It doesn't need to be that big. Yes, I know it doesn't have any power. Let us put this here, this here, do that there. Yeah, that's good enough. Doesn't need to be pretty, just needs to be able to hold the dinosaurs. That's all that matters. Let's get one of these in already. Alright, so we need to go do an expedition. Can't find it because it's obstructed. Yes, I know, because of the woods. So we need to go and do an expedition so we can go get some more dinosaurs in. So I'm thinking we'll go for another big ones. We also need to put some power down, so let's put a generator down. Add a ranger team, assign. Add an MVU team, assign. Assign. Right, how much money we got? We got $2 million, we're doing good, so let's resupply our stuff. Always make sure everything's got resupplied. If you don't, then, you know, when you run out, they're not going to be able to do their jobs. Which I've got a nasty feeling that this is what's going on over here. So we need to refill everything. Constantly making sure you have fuel, food, and everything else in these areas. So that way, if a storm happens, you don't have to worry about it too much. So let's see. We've got 6 Dilophosaurus, we've got 3 Heretosaurus, we've got 8 Troodons, we've got 2 Colossosauruses, and we got 1 Abertosaurus. So I think we'll go for the Abertosaurus because we want to get our bigger, better dinosaurs in. Because that helps boost our rating. So while they're off doing that, we could go and get this situated nicely. So we'll put a food right around here. Sure. We'll put some prey next to the woods, as always. Let's get our water in. I can't remember what the Abertosaurus likes, but we will find out soon enough. Let's hope it's nothing too major. Alright, so we're going to want to put that there. And build a path. There we go. So the better our rating, you know, dangerous carnivores within, you know, the expedition, the further on we're going to be able to progress. Ooh, excuse me. So, we gotta wait on that, and Albertosaurus is the one that's coming up. Let's go check on our other dinosaurs, see if they're doing alright. So, the Metricanthrosaurus and the Allosaurus both get along perfectly fine. They actually like each other a lot. Doesn't make a bit of sense to me, but okay. We'll leave it at that. And we still got some time before the Abertosaurus shows up. Why can you not find access to the route? See, this was being a pain last week, and it was giving me some trouble. So we're just gonna ignore it, and we're just gonna, let it do its thing. Other than that, we could do it manually if we have to. If we have to take control, we can take control. But there's no need for that right now. The feeders are all good. They don't need refilling. They've only are at 23 out of 25. The only time you really need to refill it is when it notifies you and it says, hey, you need to refill your feeders. Other than that, it's fine. So we've got 0 visible dinosaurs. We've got 0 power. We've got 1% of power consumption. The only reason why the rating has gone down is because you can't see a certain dinosaur. One of these dinosaurs can't be seen. That's about it. Power rating will go. The asset rating will go back up once the dinosaurs are in view. So we're about to get our Abertosaurus. Boom. We got the Abertosaurus. Capture minute took 3 minutes. Bring that bad boy in. Why we're doing this? Where's the science facility? Research facility. We need to view our research. We need to research better fences. So let's do that. While we're doing that, we also need to make sure we rest up our scientists, so that way we don't, overwork them. So you could go rest. Let's go hire some more scientists. 343, like that. Let's see, 3434, like that. So we'll just hire 2, because we only need to hire 2 more. So, like I said, the asset rating's going back up because we have, dinosaurs that can be viewed. The asset rating goes up by what dinosaurs are viewed. Right, the Abertosaurus is in. Let's have a good look at him first before we do anything else. Look at that gorgeous creature. Alright, if we have to, let's take a direct control. Let's control it. Let's go for a little ride. Let's enjoy ourselves. I know this might be a tycoon game, but the fact that you could go into the pens, drive around in the pens, interact with the dinosaurs this way is quite amazing. So, let's give him a little look-see, see how he's doing. Checking status. He has an underlying medical problem, and he's missing rocks. Did not know the Abertosaurus like rocks. So, let's give him what he wants. You get your rocks, buddy. Put some rocks in here. Put some rocks here. Oh my, are you too serious? Are we serious? Sometimes the AI can be a bit of a pain. Injured. He swallowed a phone. Wait, hold on. Hear that? Alright. I love that. I love that. He swallowed a phone. Sometimes you can hear which is from Jurassic Park 3, which is Kirby's Patent Tile Plus on Westgate, which is the theme to the phone that rings that's inside the Spinosaurus. It's just a neat little thing. Why aren't you tranking him? We need you to trank him. I need you to add a task. I need you to put him down because we need to transfer him over to the medical center so that way we can extract the phone safely. Usually in the movie, they just waited till the dinosaur had a bowel movement and then it went, took a massive pile of shit. And then it was just like, yeah, we're done here. They went and found the phone. So we need to rest you and rest you. So I hope everybody's enjoying this. If you are watching the VOD on YouTube, Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button to know when I upload my videos. I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and my videos go out the day after I live stream. So please do that. Please leave a like, and if you're enjoying this, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think down below. Anything else? So now that we've got the dinosaur captured, let's go ahead and transport him to the medical facility, which is right here. Deliver. Let's see, who's got the most? Cheaper research. I'll take that. Oh, we gotta use both of them. Okay.
To pick up the asset.
Understood. So let's see here. I never did check to see what they liked. Who are they okay with? Carnotaurus is scavengers. Alright. Okay, so we need to do another status check. So while we're waiting on our lovely Albertosaurus to be checked on. For this game, I would have loved if they would have had it where the dinosaurs were breeding in the wild and you could go in and collect the eggs from the nest. That would have been fantastic.
Assets in the air. We've completed our check.
But they didn't, so if they do make a third one, because there is another movie coming out soon, I don't know when, but all I've heard is that Scarlett Johansson's in it and everything else, and other than that, it should be great. Alright, so they've taken him to the treatment facility. See, hear it? Hear the phone? Shouldn't take them long. They should be able to extract the phone quite simply. I don't know how you do that, though. I mean, in the movie, the phone was like, the phone was a handheld size, satellite phone. The dinosaur itself is like almost like 30 feet to 40 feet tall and weighs nearly half a ton. Or even more than that, like 2 to 3 tons. So I don't understand how that causes it any problems. I mean, dinosaurs back then, especially herbivores, used to eat stones so their food could get mashed up. So, I mean, it would have passed through quite perfectly. It wouldn't have caused any obstructions, any blockage, none of that. So, we're going to have to make a third pen. So that way we can have more dinosaurs. So, let's do that. Because, well, unless there's a Carnotaurus or some scavengers, I don't think we're going to get the Albertosaurus together. So we're going to go with the Cryolophosaurus. Let's see what that one looks like. Yeah, Cryolophosaurus, I remember you. So we need 4. So we're going to send her. Let's go make our pen for the Cryolophosaurus. We'll upgrade the other 2 pens with the newer ones.
Transporting asset.
We're going to have to build it right here.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Perfect. Now let's put another power generator down. Because it needs the power. Alright, let's fill that power generator up. Alright, so we need to put a fence post in. Boom. We need to put a viewing habitat in. Viewing so they can see the dinosaurs. Dang. Let's connect the path up. So path is connected. Alright. Let's do our basics first by clearing out the forest some. We'll add the general food. We'll add the water. We'll put the carnivore bait here. We'll put the predator bait there. We will check for any obstructions. Cannot find a route to its destination. Check for any obstructions. No idea what it's talking about. I don't understand why I keep saying that. I mean, there are no obstructions to those areas. Cryolophosaurus. We've captured both. Transport them.
Asset being transported.
It's a weird little symbol. Alright, here they are. So they've got the upgraded fence. We're gonna have to upgrade the fence for all the other dinosaurs, just in case. Health is good. There's no ailments. Like scavengers, just like Therizinosaurus and carnivores. Good thing we didn't put them in with anything else. You gonna go do your job, or do I have to do your job for you?
Stakes are as high as they've ever been, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not mistaken.
We are on the cusp of achieving a new relationship with the dinosaurs, forging revolutionary ideas because we're able to better understand the past.
And boy, do we now.
We're trying to put those accidents behind us.
Well, if I may, there are no accidents. Simply undiscovered reasons. Our mistake, humanity's mistake, is believing that we want to know the truth when the lie is more than enough to sustain us. These genetically manufactured dinosaurs, they're as real as we chose to make them. We've manipulated and crossbred dogs and cats and livestock for years. Why? Not for what they need, but for what we want out of the animals.
And you think that's what we're doing now?
You tell me.
Missing
Any
sand.
contact, no matter how slight and reasoned, introduces change. Is that not correct? Dr. Dua, enlighten us.
For now, it's what we have to accept. Our job, my job, is to make sure these animals have the best care. As for the rest, let come what may.
Yes. Yes. How wonderfully, chaotic of you.
God, I love you, Malcolm. The other two are from the original game. They were the ones that gave you your little quest and everything. So, that was perfectly good. So now we're just waiting another minute before we get into whatever it's going to have us do next. Possibly this could be the end of this section. Last time I did this, it took me 3 different tries, and this is try number 3, where I finally got it all nailed down and perfectly. I tried putting Dilophosaurus in with Troodons, thinking, oh, that would work out perfectly fine, and then they started killing each other, and then that failed. The first time I failed, I went bankrupt, and I was like, oh, okay, that's great. Happens sometimes, you know, it happens. And then, you know, the second time is because the dinosaurs started killing each other, so, you know, what can I do? It's called live and let learn. So let's see. Let's go check on our new ones. So they got a nice crest to them. I don't know much about this one. There's a lot about this dinosaur that I do not know. So this is sort of like a newer one to me, just like the Albertosaurus.
Even on the islands, we never created something this
Perfect. Well, considering we can't let them run free and the dinosaurs will never really know the life they should be living, it's as perfect as can be.
I guess. We should be happy.
But are we happy?
Sorta?
Okay, something's bothering you, and it's not me.
No.
So, what gives?
This park. This isn't the dinosaur's final stop, is it? No, of course it's not. How could it be? It's too dangerous to have these animals this close to civilization.
Where they go, we go.
You mean that, Owen? You realize what you're saying?
We're a team. I know you, Claire. You won't turn your back on them. Which is a bad idea, by the way. Never do that. And neither can I. These animals are a destiny that we can't escape. Not just you and me, everyone. That's something the Earth needs to come to terms with.
Yeah, we either make this planet right, or the dinosaurs. They'll make it theirs.
Of course. So, what are we waiting on? Woo! We did it! We completed the mission. Hurrah! Mission complete. California, let's go. On to the next.
Yeah, Yosemite. Huh. From the language of the Miwok tribe, it means the Valley of the Killers. Fitting, isn't it? The strong prey on the weak. The hunter and the hunted constantly optimizing their size, their appearance, their strength, their vision, their speed. The mind becoming ever better at that one task necessary for survival. Huh. Evolution is a never-ending arms race that continues to this day. That's life. It embraces change. And now dinosaurs have returned to the Valley of the Killers. The question isn't, do they belong in Yosemite? They most certainly do. No, the question is, will they stay?
Good question. Experience the events of Biosyn. Would you like to continue on to your next campaign and begin the Dominion campaign, Biosyn? Yes, I would. Right, so we have just finally completed, I'm going to stop right here for a second so I can explain. We have just finally completed the first part of this campaign. We are about to move on to the Domination campaign. The Domain campaign. Domination, sorry. Domain. Or Dominion. Dominion, I'm saying that wrong. The Dominion campaign. So this is the next campaign. There are 3 different campaigns, and each campaign has its own little area that you have to work with that follows sort of the path of the movies. So, you had the first game followed sort of its own little path, had bits and pieces from the movies. This is following the paths that happened after Fallen Kingdom, that happened when the dinosaurs got back onto the mainland. So let's get right back into it. Let's get to the Dominion campaign, and let's hit it up. I love that, the Mosasaur. Oh yeah, it always starts. Then later it's running and screaming. Dr. Ian Malcolm,
As John
Jurassic Park
Hammond
Evolution
realized
2.
his vision for Jurassic Park, his competitors began to see the potential of Ingen's work. One of their main rivals, Biosyn, looked to close the gap by stealing the advantages that Ingen and Dr. Wu had worked so hard to gain. To do this, they would need someone on the inside. So they enlisted a disgruntled computer engineer named Dennis Nedry. A plan was devised to steal Ingen's dinosaur embryos, with an inconspicuous canister created to house the precious commodity. Nobody really knows what happened that fateful night. What is certain is that Dennis Nedry and the samples were never seen again. Biosyn had failed. Unfortunately, so too had Hammond's dream. Decades later, businessman Simon Mizrani tried again, this time succeeding in delivering Hammond's vision to the world. Tragically, things didn't go as planned. Biosyn was waiting for its time, and they found it in the aftermath of Jurassic World's downfall. Now, led by Lewis Dodgson, a new era was dawning. While we don't know what the future holds, history has a habit of repeating itself.
Lewis Dodson. We have Dodson here. If I'm not stating correctly, I think Dodson and The two Dotsons are either related or they're the same person. I'm not quite sure on that one.
Just look at it. It's beautiful. We are so close to realizing Biosyn's dream, one that Ingen could never achieve. Once we get dinosaurs here, it will be perfect.
A perfect display of evolution.
Luck favors the bold. We were prepared. Now we need to finish the job. Give me the latest on the animals.
We're isolated, which makes for a challenging landscape. We are still at a disadvantage until we understand more about this ecosystem and how our new friends will adapt to it.
We need more information and time. The last thing we want is for them to not adapt and die.
Oh, they'll adapt. I believe that. They adapted to 2 parks and a few islands. They're adapting now. They'll be just fine. Just get them here.
I'm not sure we are totally ready to understand everything we need to.
Just get them here. Leave the rest up to Mother Nature. And me.
I always hated Biosyn with a burning passion. See, he's a cocky, arrogant prick. Listen to the mission
I
brief.
guess what they say is true. It's location, location, location.
More than you realize. This is perfect. Keeps us away from the public's prying eyes, and keeps the political do-gooders at arm's length.
To think what InGen had and fumbled away. They never saw the bigger picture.
All dinosaur and zero business.
That is where Biosyn wins. We bring a balance that InGen never understood. We see the whole picture.
Okay, what's our next step? I don't want to waste any time getting this going.
Why? Operations.
Well,
Control
it all
center.
starts with a control center.
Remember, it needs to be connected to the Hyperloop network.
All right then. Get started.
Right. Let's expand that there, and then, we're good. So, the control center has to be connected to the Hyperloop. Now, what I remember from Dominion is that this right here is this isn't finished yet. I can tell just by looking at it. So we are building before the parts of Domain start.
Everything's in place for us to get our new research compound constructed.
Great. Then we can focus on getting it operational.
Alright, let's put that there. And then we'll connect it up. Boom. Demolish mode. Let's remove that. Alright. So they're both connected. This is where I'm a little bit out of my my element, because I know about my dinosaurs. I don't know about Biosyn whatsoever. Ingen I know a lot about. I mean, but Biosyn I don't know jack about, because Biosyn was like the hidden
Isaac,
hidden.
update?
Everything's going to plan. We should have the research we need shortly.
Great. Carry on.
Oh wow. What am I supposed to do here? Core facility. Okay, press the view. Ah, there we go. Research. Research. Start. Oh, I was a bit befuddled by this, but look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. Ah. I mean, I hate Biosyn, like I said, but still, you gotta give them credits due. They engineered for a future with dinosaurs.
Okay, that did it. We have access to the core facilities research.
Great. Our vision is coming together if each building we get operational.
We just need to ensure we can handle all the dinosaurs when they arrive.
I think we can do that.
It's all starting to come together, just as we envisioned. We are leaving InGen in our dust.
Well, I will give them some credit. They did resurrect the dinosaurs from extinction.
Sure, through a rushed agenda and lazy science. We're doing it right. Their failures were our education. We won't be making the same mistakes Hammond and his team made. InGen always fell in love with their own wonder. They wanted to prove to the world that they could do it. Once they did, they wanted
And
to
they
showcase
did.
them as circus freaks and rub our faces in it. They didn't get it. Evolution is not just DNA and frogs. It also happens in business to advance the world. Think
That wasn't
of
Hammond's
what we will
dream,
bring to
though.
the world. Think of what we will bring to humanity. New medicines, biotechnology, beauty products, you name it, we will own it.
Yes, Raptor number 5 by Chanel.
I want to see a functioning facility.
Fucking hell.
That is the only way we can secure the dinosaur's survival.
Absolutely, we'll get it done.
See that you do. A lot is riding on it.
Alright, so let's make some paths because we need to make paths. It was not allowing me to do anything during that whole little briefing. So we had to wait. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, we're here to take our time. So, we're in no rush. But, let's see here. So we need a response facility. I mean, look at this. It's so futuristic. I do love this. It's like the way it looks. So, it's very futuristic. It's very nice looking. It's very modernized and up to date. I love the old school style of Jurassic Park. That is one of my favorites. But you gotta give it the Biosyn. They took everything that InGen did and then beefed it up. You know, they made it better. They made it nicer. They made it more modern. They made it sleeker. They made it work better. They made it what it is. But still, I can't bring myself to like Biosyn. They hired Dennis Nedry. Dennis Nedry screwed up the first park. If Dennis Nedry was not around for the first movie, the park would have failed because of other problems, but it wouldn't have failed because of Dennis Nedry. That was the key thing right there that killed Jurassic Park, was Dennis. I mean, look at that. That's a nice emergency
We've been
shelter.
authorized to expand our team, specifically scientists. Look over the candidates
Ooh.
and let's add some to our operation.
Alright. So, let's see. Recruit scientists. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. If we've got the money. We've got $13 million, so we can spend the money. So I want better people. Give me better people. Alright. You shall do. And I need my welfare up, so yes. Perfect, we did it. 6. Across the board. Oh, we need one more scientist. Okay. So we need to hire one more person, which is fine. We get a full team. Now here we don't need the here we do not need
Hey, I have exciting news.
place
We're
to keep them.
closing in on some exclusive Biosyn tech. Invisible fencing. It'll secure the animals while removing the traditional man-made constructs that have surrounded their environments.
So, no visible barrier between us and the dinosaurs? That sounds terrifying.
The more these animals believe they are not in cages, the healthier they will be.
Yeah, that will make them easier to care for.
I think we'd better place some research outposts as well. We can observe our animals safely from there.
You know, it's bad enough that dinosaurs never knew what a fence was until we placed them around them. But what if they become dependent on them to feel safe? At least they could see a barrier between us and them. How are they even going to trust their environment with invisible fences? How are they even going to know where they are?
Oh, believe me, they'll feel it if they try to cross one.
Yeah, that. I don't know. Look, it feels like we're messing with them and how comfortable they'll be in their environment.
You're concerned about fences? The dinosaurs never saw a human before either, and that hasn't stopped us.
Yeah, I just got a point. So in the movie, Ronald, I think his name is. His name just slipped my mind because he's like a base character, but he's the character that calls on the others to get Biosyn to shut down. And when Biosyn does shut down, they release all the dinosaurs out into this great wild where they're contained, but dinosaurs are still all over the world. People have been transporting from here to there, which we'll see soon after we do Biosyn and everything. So we're just waiting for all this to build up. Advanced construction research. This one's a bit of a slow grind and a slow build, so let's speed it up a bit. Just a tad. Done.
Isaac, we've got an issue. We're in need of more power.
How close are we to maximum output?
Already there. We won't be able to hold much longer.
Then we'll need to research how to get more. Upgraded power stations is the way forward. Let's get to it.
Got it. So we need to upgrade our power stations. So this is all new stuff here. Power. Upgrade. Let's see. 4 and 6. 4 and 2 equals 6. So we'll put these two on it, so that way that they can do it. So we got the invisible fences, live prey feeder. We've got the research, you know, the pescivore thing. We're just waiting for the improved power. That's all. But 12, 13, 14, I think it was like 15 million we started off with. Not bad, not bad. I mean, you're gonna need a lot of money to, you know, take care of these dinosaurs. I wonder what this is gonna be. I can't remember. To the hydro plant. Okay. Increased output.
Before we go any further,
Oh.
there's something I want from you. Through my connections, I've arranged for a number of dinosaurs to be delivered here to our facility. They're coming all the way from Isla Sorna, so you'll have some time to prepare for their arrival. I'm confident you won't let me down.
They're going to need enclosures, secure enclosures. Safety is essential for them and us.
And we have to get this right. We don't need another Ingen or Masrani incident.
Absolutely. We will do better.
Alright. So we're getting some Stegosaurus, Gallimimus, and Parasaurolophus. Excuse me if I butcher that a bit for a second. So we need large enclosure for the dinosaurs. Oh, we went a bit over. Oh well. Alright, so we're gonna need lots of open space. Lots and lots of open space. Especially for the Gallimimus. Parasaurolophus, they're gonna need some woods. The Stegosaurus are also gonna need some woods, but the Gallimimus need large open running space. So we don't need too much forest. Alright. We're gonna need a watering hole, so let's put a watering hole down. Oh, while we're at it, we'll put this right about here. We'll connect it to the power loops. So that way it's connected. When you connect it to the hyperlink, you got Hey there, Patchaloon, how's it going? Stegosaurus, yes, we want the
Asset has
Stegosaurus
been
in.
collected.
So we've got this. I need to put the water in. So let's go ahead and put the water in. We just need a nice big area. I know it takes up most of the running space, but Shouldn't really need to. Lonely. So the missing forest. They need ground fruits, water, and ground fiber. Got it.
Asset has been delivered.
So we need to put some ground fruits, tall fruits, ground fiber. So we need to put this in here for the stegos. So now all they're missing is the forest. It says they're lonely, but the population's up at 3. Oh, it's because we're still waiting for one to come in. The Gallimimus, we got 8 of those.
Asset transit.
Drop them in, baby, drop them in.
Delivery has been completed.
Hatchery upgrade. Nice. So, Stegosaurus are missing forest. How are they missing forest? Have you explored everywhere yet? Or have you looked?
Confirming asset delivery.
Alright, if you're missing forest, I'll give you more forest. Alright, now that's removing forest.
Asset transportation underway. Transportation
Perfect.
complete.
It's Gallimimus. Gallimimus, it needs ground leaves. So we need to get some ground leaves in. So we'll put some ground leaves here in the water.
Asset in
Which you
transit.
can do, which is actually pretty cool, and I like that. So that way they're finding the ground leaves now, so now it's gonna be like, oh, we need to find the forest and everything. Right.
Asset
There's your
transportation
office.
complete.
I'm glad we're dealing with just herbivores right now, not carnivores. And just saying that, if you are watching the VOD on YouTube, I'd like to thank you for doing that. And if you do like what you're seeing, please leave a like, leave a comment, hit the notification button so you know when I post my videos anytime. Follow me, subscribe onto there and everything. Thank you. And if you're here on Twitch and you like what I'm doing, please follow me here on Twitch. Put your notifications on so you know when I go live every time. I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 5 to 6. I stream for 2 hours all the time. Videos go out on YouTube the next day. So I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. And let's get right back into what we were doing. So the Gallimimus are content. The Stegosaurus are content. The Parasaurolophus that are about to come in, we need to make sure that they're
Transit
content.
has commenced.
Other than that, everything else should be just peachy. Quite honestly, I do love this. There's no fence. There's no fence. I mean, look at this. There is no fence, and it's walking towards the fence. It's like, oh wait, there's no fence here. It stops. We need more ground leaves.
Asset
Oh,
has been
okay.
delivered. Confirming asset delivery.
So we need a little bit more ground leaves. That's all. We will just put some more in.
Asset in transit.
Ground leaves, perfect. The Parasaurolophus is lonely. Ah, Parasaurolophus needs ground nuts. So we need to put some ground nuts down. Where are the ground nuts?
Commencing asset transit.
Here we go.
Looks like the enclosures are ready.
We need to make these habitats as desirable for the dinosaurs as we can.
Perfect. Its ground nuts are perfect. Its population is perfect. All the dinosaurs are content. They're in their cages. They're there together. They're getting along just fine.
Delivery complete.
God, look at these beautiful creatures. I wish it was at nighttime, to be quite honest, so you can see the majesticness. So the Stegosaurus, its back frills are actually to control heat. So they absorb heat. They keep them cool and everything. Their brains are actually the size. Oh. Okay. That's just them, you know, interacting with one another. They don't really have
Friends,
large
I've
brains.
been going through the data, and I think we can make some real progress if we get a research outpost connected to our Hyperloop.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Awesome. Then let's make it happen.
Without proper security, we slip into the same chaos that brought down our rivals. But our ranger team should be capable of maintaining order.
We'll set up the necessary patrols.
Yeah, I don't have to remind you, remote monitoring can only go so far.
Of course. We'll get right on it.
Here to protect.
Alright, so it wants us to increase the visibility of all the dinosaurs. It wants us to make sure that all the dinosaurs can be caught. So that's counting down. Once that's done, then we'll know what we need to do next.
Have you ever heard the phrase, "You are victims of your own success"? Because, gentlemen, that's where you find yourselves. Both of you.
Not sure I follow.
It means we're doing our job, so we can take on even more.
Whatever the challenge, we're ready.
Then welcome to the Biosyn Genetics Research Compound Phase 3. This will allow us to continue expanding our genetic engineering division and take our operations to the next level. Biosyn is counting on you. More importantly, I am counting on you.
We need perfect genetic samples for the best outcome. That is something Biosyn will write a check for.
Yeah, but we're not yet in control. We're dependent on others until we get in a position to send out our own expeditions. And I don't like being unable to control the outcome of something.
Yes, but once this research is done, we'll be able to send out our own expeditions. We should be in a better place around our samples.
If we own and control it, it's better for Biosyn. And you.
Triton
Okay,
Operations Center.
you're ready to build an expedition center.
Don't forget, we'll need a fossil center too.
Understood.
These buildings will put Biosyn at the cutting edge of bioengineering.
Alright, so let's put our... It's a weird way to place it, but it makes sense because of the way they're shaped, so I like that. So let's get this in. Alright. Staff center. Oh, I needed that. I needed that staff center. Thank you very much. Let's put our staff center here. Right next to where the shelter is. Sorry, I'm having a lapse. Apologies. Because we need to be able to make sure our staff can sleep very well at night. Because if they don't, well, then they're going to try to sabotage the park, and we don't need that. It's the last thing we want right now. So, while we're waiting on that, let's build our fossil center, which can go right there. Alright, view scientist. You need to rest, you need to rest, and you need to rest. Let's recruit some more scientists. 522, perfect, recruit. 444, 445. Let's see, is there anything better than a 445? There's another 445. What level training does she have? 445 has level 3 training. That's what we want. Training required. That requires that. We don't need any of those upgrades just yet. We need that. We need... Let's see. Do we have enough staff? No, we do not have enough staff for that. What is here that we need? Efficiency upgrades? No, don't have that. don't have the staff for that either. So, we are now totally and dependably waiting on all
My
this.
understanding is that we're ready to send out a team?
That's correct.
Good. I want you to start with
Look
an
at
amber
that.
mining expedition. This valley wasn't chosen by accident. This area is rich with amber. And I intend for Biosyn to exploit that. Insects trapped in prehistoric tree sap. That is what we need.
This is where our dinosaurs begin.
This amber is going to be the time capsule that links us back to the era of the dinosaurs.
It's a window to the past. And worth billions. Ramsey, have our scientists extract what they can from the fossils. That'll increase our genome diversity.
Yes, on it. And what is the end goal of this?
To do the impossible. Again.
Oh man, we gotta wait. So, Dimetrodon. Oh. Dimetrodon. Okay. So, we've got a large paddock here for all of our herbivores. That's usually how that starts. Oh, level 2 for mining. Twincosaurus, Brachiosaurus. There it is. So this bad boy right here is sort of a Precambrian creature. It came out way before. I only need 4, so I only need to see one person. I don't need to be sitting on that. So these creatures came out. Precambrian era was way before all the other dinosaurs started coming out, so Dimetrodon was sort of like the top apex predator of its time. Ah, expedition limit reached. Understood. So we're waiting for the scientists to sleep, we're waiting for that to sleep. Waiting for that to roll over. While I'm thinking about it, actually, let's save our game while we're thinking about it. Just in case, you know. You don't ever want to, lose your save. Alright, so we gotta get the genome diversity up to 50%. Got it. While we're waiting, let's go check to see how our dinosaurs are doing. Roaming around in the forest quite nicely. This is the leader of the herd. So it has the 2001 skin on it. I like that. It likes Gallimimus. It's okay with Stegosaurus. Ceratops. Ornithomimosaurs, which are, Gallimimus and all that. Sauropods, which are Apatosaurus and all that. And Myosaurus, which is another, type of... Can't think of the name right now. Can't think of it. What's the point of having a gate if you're not going to use the gate? You're just going to drive over? Come on, for real? I put a gate in so you use the gate. I thought you had to use the gate. No, but you just drive right on over. Well, let's see what fossils we've got. We've got whole fossils, so let's do that. Got some broken ones. Faster research. Motivation. Actually, generalist. Duration. Shouldn't take long now. So once we get the genome to 50%, I'm pretty sure they're going to have us make a new little area for them. I do know Dimetrodon's like sand. So we'll build it over here. We'll put the sand in. We'll put the viewing in. I don't have to worry about too much about connecting, these to paths because it all does the Hyperloop. That's the one thing I like about Biosyn is that it has the Hyperloop. So you don't have all these ugly looking paths everywhere. Like you got these long paths that lead all the way down to the paddock you created all the way over here. So all you gotta do is put in a hyperloop, and the hyperloop connects everything. The only things you have to create paths for are these. Everything else is connected via hyperloop, and I love that. So, there's that for you. Let's see. Can't really do much until the genetics are done. Until they get the genodiversity for the Dimetrodons. But seeing it's daylight, let's have a look at our dinosaurs. They're all gathering around the nice big water hole we put in. We put this one over here so they could view the forest dinosaurs, because that's usually where the dinosaurs are going to come hide, in the forest, to escape any predators or any cars that might scare them. This one here was the general basis one for the middle, so we could see it more. Genodiversity complete. Construct an operation hatchery.
That's it.
Oh.
We've had a breakthrough. An entirely new genome.
So what you're saying is we've discovered a new dinosaur? One we've never seen before?
Sort of. It is incredible, but it's not actually a dinosaur per se. It's a prehistoric synapsid called Dimetrodon.
Huh. Did Hammond have one of these?
I don't believe so.
Perfect. A Biosyn exclusive.
This DNA is only part of the puzzle, though. We still need to build a hatchery and then synthesize this new breed.
Once we've done that, we can incubate and release them.
I can't wait.
So we need more power. So this is a backup generator, and this is a power hub. So let's build a power hub. We'll have to build a whole new power hub. I mean, it's gonna have to connect anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So connected. And then we need to build a hatchery. So let's put the hatchery there. It's gonna be now this needs to be connected by a path. The hatchery, you can't get around that, sadly. I wish it was connected via hyperloop. That would have been great, but it isn't. So what can you do? Right, let's get this paddock set up before we start doing anything else. First things first, we need to remove all this. The Metrodon does not like forest, as far as I remember. Secondly, we need to make this sand. Completely sand. Gonna make all this sand. Alright, and then we need to add some food. We'll put a feeder there. We need to go research live prey before we do anything. So, control room, research, habitat. Oh, we cannot learn live prey yet. Increase. Oh, I have to increase. Alright, so we don't get it yet till we increase it. So, while we're at it, let's put one of these down. It will be connected via the hyperloop to the power, which is good. So we don't have to run any extra power generators or anything, which is pretty amazing. Now, all that said and done, let's see, can we add anything else? No, we need 4 Dimetrodons. So 1, let's see, we'll do our generalist and our motivationalist. How many eggs is this? Oh, batch size is 6. That's right. So we don't have to do them one at a time. It will do the eggs for us. So all we gotta do is wait for them to do the batch size. Now, somebody needed some sleep. I noticed that. So let's go look at our scientists to see who needs to go put to sleep. Time to go get some rest. Go rest. Go relax. Go look at the dinosaurs. You know, go enjoy yourselves. Other than that, we're just waiting on the brood to hatch. I am going to remove that grass. That grass kind of annoying me. I need to move that foliage. You know, I want a clean, open surface. I mean, Dimetrodon is used to, it is very much used to very wide open spaces full of nothing but sand. Alright, select eggs. I want them all. Where's the all button? Select all. Sign scientist. Generalist, motivacious, and you. Yeah. So, we've got a minute before the Dimetrodons come out. We've got all 6 eggs, so we're going to have 6 Dimetrodon. So, 1 feeder's probably not going to be enough, so we're going to need to put another feeder in. A live prey feeder would be great. I want to connect this water. Make it a bit bigger. I mean, the prey Dimetrodon used to hunt was also on 4 legs as well. So, you know, the goats are going to be a perfect prey item for the Dimetrodon. So, we're looking good here. If I need more forest, I can always add more forest, but I don't ever remember Dimetrodon needing too much forest, which isn't a bad thing. I can't remember. Is that a dinosaur noise that I'm hearing? The ooh, ooh. Trying to remember if that is Dilophosaurus. I think Dilophosaurus makes those noises. Could be wrong. Could be some animal. I'm not very good with our modern day animals, to be quite honest. I know some, but I don't know a lot. Like, that sounds like a howler monkey to me. You know, the ooh almost sounds like a howler monkey. But the ambiance of this game is just absolutely spot on amazing. You can hear the dinosaurs roaring from here, you can hear them roaring from there. Alright, let's release our Dimetrodons. Release. Oh ho ho ho, 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 I love this. Look at these little guys. I mean, little per se, but damn, look at them. They are awesome. Missing sand? I gave you sand. So you do need forest. How are you missing sand? I gave you sand. This is sand, right? Rock, sand. Yeah, this is sand. You have sand. Missing water. Alright, so they do need forest. Alright, so I was incorrect on that. So let's give them tons of forest. Missing water. Well, of course you're missing water. Right, let's get a check team in there. Let's get a team of raiders in so we can get them all checked out. Your water problem should be over soon, buddy. Need lots of water then. Fine. Fair enough. Not enough water. Understood. Water. Thou ask and thou shalt be giveth water. God, look at that creature. I mean, if I personally could have 2 dinosaurs as pets, the Dimetrodon and the Constant Angus would be the 2 I would take. You know? So let's see. You got plenty of water, right? Or do you need more water? Do not tell me you need more water. There should be plenty. Alright, perfect amounts of water. Perfect. So, he's expanding and checking out everything. The forest is next. But, if one of them gets close enough to the forest, they see that there's plenty of forest. You just gotta expand your territories, that's all. Oh, fight broke out. Fight time! Is it a dominance display fight? Or is it just a fight? Uh-oh. Could be a fight for dominance. Usually carnivores and herbivores do fight for dominance. Not all of them, but some of them do. You know. The loser will run off and the winner will be crowned. But that was just a regular fight. So who is the dominant one here then? Ah, so it was number 3. So number 2 was the alpha, now number 3 is the alpha. Perfect. They are
Thanks in
content.
part
We
to
did it.
your efforts, it's becoming clear that Biosyn will be the home of paleobiology moving forward.
Our future is found in the past.
I like that. Sure, we've had some difficulties, that was expected, but you handled it well. I think we can now move forward with the next phase at Biosyn. We have a world-class operation. Let's take it global. Biosyn will represent the past, present, and future. So, what do we focus on next?
We focus on upgrading our research compound. That'll give us benefits across the board.
I want a crown jewel. Something we can all be proud of. Do the research. We're shooting for 100% complete dinosaur genomes.
The genetic link between birds and dinosaurs has long been established. Now, with a feathered dinosaur, we can finally have our proof.
Yeah, with a living specimen. It's gonna be incredible. Well, what are we waiting for? Time to get started on the research.
Pyroraptors. We're getting Pyroraptors, people. Pyroraptors. Let's go. I love this. Okay, so we'll build the Oh, we can build the Pyroraptor pin right there. That is perfect. We're waiting for stage 4 genetics. Pyroraptor. Oh, whoa.
Magnificent. Biosyn is at the brink of excellence. Everything Ingen aspired to be, and more.
It is truly something. I just...
Just what?
Well, this is the point Ingen thought they had everything in place. Then it all unraveled from there.
Yeah, let me put your fears to rest. I am not Hammond. He was all ego. I am not Masrani and his tech-first approach. We are set up to succeed, and that is what we're going to do.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply that...
No, I understand what you're trying to say. There is truth in it. But we're in a far better position to succeed because others have failed. Hammond and Masrani both brought tremendous advances to the world. They just had a narrow vision of it. We do not. We see the whole picture. We see the balance of it. Where there are advancements, there needs to be a business that supports it.
That makes sense.
Look, Biosyn's not just interested in the dinosaurs. They have the potential to provide improvements for all life on this planet. If we don't jump on this opportunity, someone else will. So why not us?
Time to give Pyroraptor
We're looking for research on a very specific animal. If I were to say that its name means Olympus Fire Thief...
A Pyroraptor?
Yes, exactly.
Before we can proceed any further, we'll need to send a team out for Pyroraptor amber samples.
No problem.
It looks like we should be able to achieve a complete, uncompromised genome with the Pyroraptor.
That should make Dodson happy.
Ooh, look at that nice little perfect shape. I love that. Alright, let's get this little bad boy all nice and set up. Move that forest, move the forest. Now, I can't remember if Pyroraptor needs extra special care, but we'll find out soon enough. Let's crank the water down a bit. We don't need too much. Just enough for the dinosaurs. Alright. Feeders. We'll put one there, and then we'll give them a live one. Let's go give our Dimetrodons a live feeder. So they could do some hunting. We need to set up another hatchery. I have an idea. Fence. Yeah, I know. It doesn't have power. The curve was great and all, but we need to square it off so we can put this in. Then we need to take a path. Create it so it connects to somewhere. I know it's gonna be ugly, but we're gonna have to live with ugly for right now. We live with the choices we make, and we continue forward for science. Or something of that nature. I hope I'm right in saying that. We continue forward for the betterment of science. So that loud noise you just heard was a Stegosaurus. There was a Stegosaurus noise. I know that one by heart. Right, so let's go do some... Well, actually, first things first. You can rename things. Let's go give everybody a rest, because we need to make sure that they're at their tip-top peak shape. So while we're doing that, I can do a little bit of research into the Pyroraptor. Pyro, there it is. Pyroraptor. Error, Lake Cretaceous. Okay, so that really didn't give me enough information on what I needed. Research the following. We need to research the Pyroraptor. So we gotta wait till we get all of our people in. No. So we're gonna just, oops, wrong button. We're gonna speed that up. So that way we can get them awake quicker. Nothing's really gonna go wrong around this time anyway, so. All we have is Dimetrodons and herbivores, so... see, they're gonna need to be checked out in a second. Alright, so, we're there. Did the team go do the job? Where's the team at? Where's Max Fisher team? Why are you... Tractor... Look at the state of this thing! What the hell'd you do? Okay, get yourself prepared and then go back out. No. No. You need to repair. Because whatever happened seems to be a bit of your fault. doors fixed. Everything else fixed. Alright. Now you can go do your job. Jeez. Right. Now let's go back to research. Let's do our Pyroraptor. Boom. We'll get those three researching the Pyroraptor. Then we can go mining for some fossils. Or do we just get the Pyroraptor after so we don't have to go check for, I'm not quite interested. Because I have no idea what's about to happen. I think we go mining after this. We go mining for some amber. Send out an expedition team to go mine for amber, I hope. Or this just gives us the Pyroraptor. Next is the... Wow. Oh, allows research to dig sites. It says it right here. Okay. Dreadnoughtosaurus. Amber level 2. Let us go and do some mining. Let's see here. No, I don't want that. What the hell just happened? Right. That's Amber level 3. So we're looking for the Pyroraptor. That's the Dilophosaurus, that's Allosaurus, that's Batosaurus, Baryonyx, Carnotaurus, Compsognathus, Parasaurolophus, Nitrosaurus, Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Velociraptor, Pyroraptor. There we go. So, cheaper expeditions. Motivated. Righty ho. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, it'd be appreciated if you leave a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new here. Don't forget to hit the notification button to get all notifications when I put my videos up. If you're here on Twitch and you're watching on Twitch, I want to thank you again too for that. If you're new here, follow me. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 to 6 every day for 2 hours. Then I post the videos up the next day. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks again, guys. Let's get right back into what we were doing. We're now waiting for the research team to come back. Where did the car go? What happened? Did you got stuck in forest? How? Alright, someone fire the person who's driving this. Fire her. I want her gone. Fired. I want someone else. Jeez Louise. Alright, I'm taking direct control now. I'm done. Alright, aim mode. Checking status of the Stego. Done. Alright, you should be able to take it from here now. Hopefully. Yes? Do you not know how to... The AI is being a little bit of a prick today. I do not know how to drive. It's alright. It's whatever. Fossil Center. Fossils. Got no fossils. Facilities. We're gonna have her research that so we can get some upgrades going, so we can get more done. Are you there? Where are they? What are you doing? That is not the outpost. The outpost is over here.
Check.
See, there's your outpost. Alright, so we got fossils in. So, let's get those done. Vehicle under threat. Oh, I wonder why. Idiots. Learn to drive. Not extra storage, extra capacity. Improved yield. Increase output. Doesn't have any upgrades. Doesn't have any upgrades. That's one upgrade. Advanced scanner. Has no upgrades. Okay. Has one upgrade. Step center speed. Done. Alright, so we just put a bunch of upgrades in because we're researching those so we can get better results, better yield, better everything. See? So we have to wait for this one to finish. But when it finishes, we could always do more. Alright, so let's go watch our Dimensionons for a bit. One of them was incapacitated. Look at that beautiful creature. Just look at it. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, cool. So we got some more efficiencies done. Let's see. 0 upgrades. Do you have any upgrades? Nope. What about you? You got any more? Cheaper. Yep, it did. Where do I get additional upgrade slots from? Lower value costs, training. Oh yeah. So that's all that. Let's see. 2 upgrades. Improve efficiency, improve motivation. Let's improve motivation because we're gonna need that. Staff center speed installed decreases. Yeah, we need that more than we need anything else. Still 0 upgrades for that. Zero upgrades to that. So we're at 61% complete. Oh, hit the wrong one. Boop, boop. That should do that. Let's just go you. Perfect. Get that done. Let's go extract some more. Oh, did we extract it all? No, we did extract it all. So that's that. Increase pescivore population to 1. So we don't have any of those yet. But we did get that. We got the second mine. We learned the bat thing. It generally gave us these. So let's see. Power's all good. Everything else is fine. We're now just waiting on the fossils. Let's see how our Parasaurolophus and everything else is doing. Oh, they're socializing. Oh, I love that. Let's see, what are the stegos up to? Stegos are out hiding out in the forest. See, because in Jurassic Park 2, there's a scene with Sarah, Ian Malcolm, Vince, and Eddie. Okay? And the Stegosauruses are part of the scene, and there's a baby Stegosaurus, a baby T-Rex. I just wish those babies were implemented to where, like, if you're out in the wild, you could get the baby T-Rex, you could raise the baby T-Rex into full adulthood. You could get the baby Stegosaurus. You could have the dinosaurs breed, but you have to. The wild dinosaurs can breed, but the dinosaurs that can't breed are the ones that you make because they're all female. That was Jurassic Park's logical thinking of, okay, so everything we make is female. Well, of course you're not gonna have ground fiber out there. Jeez. Alright. Always gotta make sure that the dinosaurs all have what they need. Because if you don't, they get rowdy. And when they get rowdy, they start attacking stuff. When they start attacking things, they will start to destroy. Why are you drinking him? What did he do? What did you do? What did you do? Honestly, I don't know. Okay, 73%. Go to the amber mines. Site is complete. There's gotta be more sites with more Pyoraptor, right? It can't be it. It has to be. Sticky Moloch, Stegoceratops, Dilophosaurus, Compsognathus, Gallimimus, Ankylosaurus, Patasaurus. Ah, Pyoraptor, there it is. Alright, so we'll send you, you, and you. Get the job done, people! We ain't got time to waste. Dotson is not as kind as, John or Maserati was. You know. I'm pretty sure that man's liable to feed you to the dinosaurs if you don't get done what needs to get done. General fact spitting over here. Look at this. We're gonna have some sticky Molochs. We could have some Nasutoceratops. I think that's how you pronounce that. Nasutoceratops. Gallimimus, Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, Apatosaurus, Velociraptor, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Dilophosaurus, Stegosaurus, Allosaurus, Therizinosaurus. You have Sinoceratops, you have Crotalus, you have Compsognathus, you have Dreadnoughtosaurus, and you've got Gigantosaurus. So, let's actually go and do some research. Actually, we can't. Everybody's out right now, so we gotta wait, and we're at $4.4 million. We're at $4.4 million. Man, we need to make that money back fast. So, let's see how our park's doing. Assets are low. How much money are we making per minute? 400,000. But our upkeep is 2,000. So we're roughly making 100,000 ish. 120,000 ish. So we need to bring that bang for our buck and we need to make more money. I mean, I'm pretty sure Dotson isn't really that concerned. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love the design. I love everything about it. I love the modernism look to it. I like the grass roof. It screams, modern, but still, functional. But the only reason why I like this is because of them. It's because of the dinosaurs. It's the only reason why I like it. It's because of you. You are the only saving grace to Biosyn. Let's be real here. Without John Hammond, without his aspirations, without his flea circus, without his wants coming from, I think it was Scotland. I think he's from Scotland. John Hammond, the character's from Scotland. Without his wants, without his wanting to do something amazing, Biosyn would have never been a thing. Biosyn would have been far behind. Dr. Henry Wu would have never, never worked there. So let's see. Ailments, injuries, damaged tooth, first degree burns. See, swallow phone. Swallowing a phone can be extremely dangerous for a dinosaur. Smaller dinosaurs are likely to choke on the device, while larger dinosaurs manage to devour it. Fully may get heavy metal poisoning. Once extracted, lost property should be returned to its owner or next of kin. The roster of what? I haven't looked into it yet. The roster of dinosaurs gets Zedif. I know Scarlett Johansson's in the movie, but that's about as far as I know. I haven't really looked much into it yet. My personal opinion on it is that if it's going to be a good Jurassic World movie, it's going to be a good Jurassic World movie. That's about as far as I am concerned about it. Other than that, it doesn't really bother me that much on the details because dinosaurs. Who doesn't love them? Is it really surprising? Can you list some of them? Because I don't know which ones they've decided to add. I'm a bit out of the loop right now. So if you know the ones, let me know because I would like to know which ones they're adding. Because it would benefiting from knowing would be great actually. I mean, the last one had a lot of different ones in it. You had the Delytrosaurus, you had the Dimetrodons, you had the Dilophosaurus, you had them all, but it was still the same dinosaurs. They just added a bit more to it. So another vehicle's under attack. Great. Well, who are you fighting now? Again with the Dimetrodons. Knock it off. Other than what I've seen myself, not really that worried about it. I mean, everybody was worried about when Jurassic World came out. They're like, oh, they're going to mess up the franchise and everything. They didn't really mess it up. I mean, yeah, the hybrids were a bit out there, but, it's like Claire Owen said herself in the first movie, dinosaurs are now an old hat. So we got Bronchitosaurus, we got Amongosaurus, we had Emondosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Triceratops, Gallimimus, Pachycephalosaurus, Spinosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Megalosaurus, Velociraptor, Cretaceous, Plesiosaurus. Well, if that's true, then I've got no problem with that, especially like ones like a Montosaurus, Brachiosaurus, a Mongosaurus. I don't really have a problem with any of these. I don't see them ever bringing back the Spino. The Spino is gone. If they wanted to bring back the Spinosaurus, they would have done it in Jurassic World because that was on Isla Sorna, and they didn't. Tyrannosaurus Rex is a definite. Megalosaurus, okay, I can see that one. Gallimimus, Parasaurolophus, Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, they're all the standards. Velociraptors, okay. Crotalalis, that's a different one I haven't seen before. But Plesiosaurus, if so, we would have already seen it because it would have been in one of the exhibits already with the Mosasaurus. So if they do bring that one in, it's gonna have to be made again. They're gonna have to have someone make them, and I don't see that happening anytime soon because the established dinosaurs were already pretty much there, and the new ones were added in throughout because the park was still open. I mean, Amargasaurus, I'm not really too familiar with myself. Mondosaurus, I know that's part of the Parasaurolophus family, and Montosaurus and that's, it's a giant herbivore, so I'm not really that concerned about that one. Plesiosaurus and the Crotalalis is the only ones, if I'm pronouncing that right, that are really the ones that stick out. Spinosaurus, like I said again, if they really were going to bring back the Spinosaurus, they would have done it already. And they made the homage to the Spinosaurus in the first movie with the fossilized Spinosaurus getting destroyed by the T-Rex. That was all we're getting. Now, if they pull a 360 on us and they say, hey, the Spinosaurus is still alive, then so be it. But as far as anybody else is concerned, the Spinosaurus is dead. If the Spinosaurus did live, it was one of Dr. Henry Wu's first hybrids because it was the original OG hybrid, because lots of the dinosaur was not there because in the real world the Spinosaurus fossil there's never been a really complete Spinosaurus fossil. So other than that, everything else seems quite fine to me. I mean, Pachycephalosaurus, no brainer. Like I said, T-Rex, Gallimimus, Triceratops, Parasaurolophus, Brontosaurus. How, so are they going back to Isla Nublar? I mean Isla Sorna, because Isla Nublar's gone. It's been destroyed by the volcano, by Mount Vesuvius. Mount Vesuvius exploded. So if they're going back to the second island, I can see the Spinosaurus possibly being there. Other than that, I can't see it. I mean, prove me wrong. Call me out. Isla Sorna. Yeah, so it is Isla Sorna because that's where the Raptors attacked Ian Malcolm and his daughter and everyone else. Yeah, I remember that part pretty well, pretty vividly as a kid. So if that's what they're doing, then so be it. But as far as I'm concerned, all the other dinosaurs sound fine. If the Plesiosaurus was there and it was just hidden on Isla Sorna somewhere and it got out, fine, so be it.
With research, we should be able to get a batch of Pyroraptors ready for release.
All right then, let's get a team on it.
It may not be easy, but it is necessary. Can you imagine what would have happened already to this facility without us being here?
I'd rather not.
Me either, so let's stay on task. Biosyn needs us, and the dinosaurs need us even more.
The Pyroraptors are going to require an enclosure.
Let's try and make it as suitable as we can for them. The last thing we need is for these animals to be irritated.
So the island camp, Ceratosaurus and the Spinosaurus are a bit more accurate. I could see that. But I'm gonna keep my hopes up to the fact that we might be able to see Ceratosaurus and Spinosaurus again. That would be great, because those two dinosaurs, Ceratosaurus did not get enough time. Ceratosaurus was just shown for a gag dinosaur. It smelt the Spinosaurus shit, and that was it. It was out. Never see Ceratosaurus again. Spinosaurus, on the other hand, was the big bad of JP3. Now Montana Corp Island Camp. Okay, I could see that. Montana, however you want to pronounce that. I can see them doing that because they did they bioengineered those locusts that were prehistoric to destroy all other crops except for their crops, which makes sense. But they were working with Biosyn. But other than that, if the Spinosaurus is a bit more accurate, it's a bit more there, that's cool. That means there was a second Spinosaurus made. If Ceratosaurus is a bit more accurate, Ceratosaurus is always on the second island, never changed that. Ceratosaurus, they just never mentioned it. And they only focused on the first island. The second island got pushed to the side. If you read the books The second island was where, lots of bad things happened to the dinosaurs. They had plagues outbreak, the velociraptor problem, lots of other things. If you haven't read the books, I suggest go reading the books. Let me just select all these real quickly. Let me put some scientists on this. Other than that, I have no problems with it. My personal opinion is that it's going to be a good movie. It's they can't fuck up the formula for having dinosaurs in a movie like this. They've been doing it since 1993. So they've added hybrids. That's fine. So they're getting a bit more realistic with the dinosaurs, like what we have right here with the Pyroraptors that I'm getting ready to release once they're done. With the feathered dinosaurs. Fine, that's okay. I've got no problem with that. We all know, if we've all watched the movies, that the dinosaurs from the first movie were all genetic hybrids on their own because they inserted amphibian DNA to connect the genetic links. That's simple. We all know this. That's why they look the way they look. There's more amphibian DNA in it than there is avian DNA. Fine. Theme park monsters, as Alan Grant's want to call them. But other than that, I couldn't really see that much of an issue with it. I quite enjoy the movies as they are. I mean, keep adding dinosaurs. That's great. The more dinosaurs they add, the more, we'll get a third Jurassic World game. We'll get a third Jurassic World Evolution game. We'll get more dinosaurs added. Or they'll add it in as a bonus pack like they did with this one where they added the Megalodon. They added the Megalodon in this game. I haven't bought that pack yet, but they've added the Megalodon, and, as far as I'm concerned, there's not really much else that they could mess up. Unless they decide to go some, crazy route like I've seen where there's people talking about there's human dinosaur hybrids, which has always been the theory for Jurassic Park 4. It's never been a thing. It's just been hearsay from everybody until you see the actual trailer and know what's going on. It's always been that way. Damn, look at these gorgeous dinosaurs.
I'm going to need your help. Some of my operatives managed to obtain dinosaurs from Isla Nublar, and now I think it's the right time to bring them here. We can accommodate them, right? Because I really don't want to let this opportunity pass us by.
Yeah, I'd be upset too, because the T-Rex that got killed by the Spinosaurus in the third Jurassic Park movie was not a full-grown. It was the bull T-Rex, I think, or it was the infant. I can't remember which one it was, but it was one of them. Now, if there are two T-Rexes and they have the new Spinosaurus get teamed up by the other two T-Rexes, then I don't see that being a major issue to a point. But I'd be a bit ticked off myself, like, okay, so you just brought it in just to kill it off just because everybody wanted the T-Rex to win. I thought it was a good move when they made it so that the Spinosaurus won. Other than that, I didn't see really having a problem with it. I mean, the Spinosaurus was the bigger, badder, meaner dinosaur at that point. Spinosaurus aegypticus was always going to be bigger than, T-Rex. It just was. Okay, so I can't put the ankylos in here. Great, I gotta create a whole new pen now. But yeah, I'd be a bit upset myself too if the fact that they brought in the Spinosaurus just so it could get killed would be a bit of a big middle finger to the fan base. I can agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I can't remember if it was a bull T-Rex or if it was a subadult, but yeah, I couldn't care either way. Spinosaurus, T-Rex, whichever one won. You know, the dinosaurs were from two different time periods. They were stuck in the same time period on the small island. Spinosaurus was a bigger carnivore because it came from a time period where there were nothing but carnivores. It was a pescivore. It ate fish. So yeah, it got in competition with other dinosaurs, but it never actually physically fought the T-Rex at one point in time. So I can see the argument on both sides saying the T-Rex was the more powerful one, but no, the T-Rex was a scavenger. But no, the Spinosaurus is the more powerful one, but no, the Spinosaurus ate fish. In my personal opinion, the Spinosaurus all day would have that battle no matter what. There would be no questions about it.
Underway.
The T-Rex was always underpowered. It was always going to be slower than the Spinosaurus. And it wasn't going to have the same bite force as the Spinosaurus. So in the end, what they did was they took the two that they could, and they made it so that the Spinosaurus would win. Now, I understand people are going to be like, well, but it's the T-Rex. You can't kill the T-Rex. Or maybe it's just Jurassic Park and it's not accurate to IRL. That is true, and that's what a lot of people don't seem to understand. These are movies for entertainment purposes. Yes, okay, Steven Spielberg was like, okay, so I want realism, I want accurism. So he brought on paleontologists of the time, which, cool, you know. That's great. But
has been collected.
then again, you are right, it is just a movie, and it is just simply for entertainment purposes. Give me some time, I gotta finish this paddock up.
Transportation underway. Asset delivered.
I mean, other than that, you can't lose either way. You're getting a dinosaur movie.
Asset being transported.
So, I mean,
Assets
who's
in the
losing
air.
in the end? We're not. Just because one dinosaur got killed by another dinosaur does not mean that that dinosaur is more superior to the other one. We all got a dinosaur movie in our childhood. You know, I'm 26 years old. Jurassic Park 3 came out in 2001. So I was a kid then. I was 5 years old when I went and first saw it. Jurassic Park 2 came out in 1997. That's when I was born. And Jurassic Park 1 came out in 1993 before I was born. So my first experience was Jurassic Park 3. And as far as I was concerned, even as a kid who was fascinated by dinosaurs, I still got to see a dinosaur movie. So, as far as I was concerned, I didn't care. When Jurassic World came out, I was super excited. The other Jurassic Worlds came out, I was also super excited.
Asset
So, I
transportation
mean,
complete.
in the end, we all pretty much win. It's just a basis on whether or not you want to be like, oh well, it wasn't accurate enough. They didn't have feathers. That's a straw man argument. I could see that too. I was a bit heartbroken when the original Brachiosaurus from the first movie got killed off in Fallen Kingdom, and you see it like lift its head. It's like lifting up above the clouds of the volcano, and it's like, no, don't do this to me. I love that dinosaur too much. That is the original Brachiosaurus. If you did not know that, that is the original Brachiosaurus that Alan Grant sees for the first time, and he goes, it's a dinosaur, where he rips his glasses off, and he's like, it's a Brachiosaurus, and he starts, hyperventilating because he's seeing a real dinosaur for the first time. That is that Brachiosaurus, and I'm like, why could you not save it? You could have saved it.
Transporting
You
asset.
could have saved it.
This is what I was afraid of. There is a disease spreading through our population. This is what happens when you push too
Yes.
We'd better start
Yeah,
researching
so did
the
I.
cure and do it like yesterday.
far. Do what you have to and do it quickly. We could have a full-scale disaster on our hands if we're not careful.
Because, Rexy gets to live because, she's Rexy. She's the original T-Rex. But, you can't save the Brachiosaurus because it's huge. You had aircraft carrier-sized ships. How could you not save it? I mean, come on. You could have done it. But no, they didn't want to. They didn't care.
Asset has been transported. Transportation complete.
Which
Asset has
makes
been
me,
delivered.
upset. What do you need? Ground fruit, ground leaves, got it. But I mean, you know, oh, the Lost World Raptors were like
Delivery has been completed.
supreme, really good. I love those Raptors. Those Raptors were good because they had the diversity between male and females. Are the Where's the medical team? Where is the medical team? No, medical team, do your job. Alright, fine, we'll take over then. I mean, I love them. I mean, I want a Raptor call. I mean, that's something I want, you know. You know, the Raptor vocalization chamber that they made in the movie, which is awesome. Oh, I have to do research. Shit. Missing forest, missing tall leaves. Okay, environment. Tall leaves. So let me do that research real quickly before I start losing dinosaurs and they start going absolute AWOL. I can't disagree or agree with you on that one because quite honestly, I didn't find Dominion that big of a flop to me. I thought it took some creative liberties with the franchise. Yes. Did it? Yes, definitely. But did we get a conclusive story to the end of Jurassic Park? Yes, we did. Dotson got what he deserved at the end of the movie. He got killed the same way Dennis Nedry did. Dotson was the one who hired Dennis Nedry. Dotson ended up getting himself killed by the same dinosaurs that killed Dennis Nedry. So as far as I'm concerned, the dinosaur, the movie to a conclusional, to a basis of a story, is it's wrapped up. The story itself is wrapped up. Did they take creative liberties with it? Yes, of course. They're going to, you know. But did they do it justice? They did do the third movie. They did do the first and last movies and the second movie justice. They gave it what it needed. And as far as I was concerned, I was quite happy with it. I mean, I understand a lot of people's arguments coming from the left and the right saying it was too much this, it was too much that, but I was just happy to see Alan Grant, Ian Malcolm, and God forbid I forget her name now, Laura something, the actor Laura, all together in one room one more time. It made my day as a fan of the Jurassic Park series. That made my day. You got to see the original actors all together in one more place again, and it just made it feel like, it made it feel good. Alright, I gotta go take a picture of this dinosaur. Right, so we need to go do some research on that. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I agree with that. It's. What, you have tall leaves? What's the problem here? And you need ground fiber. Research complete. Tuberculosis. Go. Oh, shit. I didn't set that up. Let's set this up. I mean, the execution of it didn't. I mean, it fell flat. Let's be honest. It did fall flat. And I would love a novel accurate movie, but then again, who would want to ruin the great picture that was Attenborough? I mean, John Hammond in the books was. He was a bit of an asshole. He did not care. He was the worst. But, I mean. A novel accurate would be great. I don't ever think they'd do the copy scene where it's seen eating a baby out of the carriage and everything. You know, out of the pram or whatever you want to call it, the crib. You know, I don't see them. I don't see that doing that. Yeah, I prefer the John Hammond to the movies. He's more eccentric. He's the grandpa that everybody loves. You know, he's the uncle that everybody loves. You know, I prefer that over that I do the books, because in the books he's an asshole, and in the end of the book he gets, you know, he breaks his leg, he dies on a hill in a rainy day, and he gets eaten by compies, which is, you know, not a fitting end. And I would never want to tarnish the name that is Attenborough. You know, Attenborough did amazing work as John Hammond, and
now
to tarnish that
really
legacy would be bad.
This is the biosyn I'd always envisioned.
I'm pleased to report that our biodiversity is solid. The facility can support a range of animals.
That means all of our, well, biosyn's dinosaurs are in play.
We could not be in a better position. But it leads me to think...
Think about what?
Don't we owe it to the world to bring more to the table? Every new species presents biosyn with new possibilities. Medicine, materials, mathematics. We are just scratching the surface. But I am an impatient man. I want to show the world our full potential, and I want to do so now. That is the only way we destroy Ingen. I want them to be a distant memory. Right now, I want more species. As fast as you can make them. Don't pepper me with excuses on why not. I need ways to make this a reality.
With all due respect, there is a risk to everything we do. The more species we bring back, the more complex of a biosphere we have to manage. We can only push so far.
When you think you have pushed as far as you can go, push harder. This genie is not going back in the bottle.
Yeah, I'd like that too, to be quite honest. So, that would be great and all. So, I'm gonna have to call it here tonight, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks, great Zad Safili, for showing up and having a conversation with me. I see you follow the channel. If you want to go see my other stuff, they're still on the channel. But also, if you want to go check out my YouTube, that's where I'll be posting most of these videos. Other than that, I hope everybody enjoyed, and I will see y'all Friday, because come Wednesday, I'll be doing a different game here. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Everybody have a great night. I'll see y'all later.